PR Connections Radio presents.
Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where you're hearing this podcast from. Welcome to my podcast, Prospering in Health and Wealth. My name is Werner Dixon. I'm with VM Enterprise, and I am wanting to have a discussion with you about health, wealth, and wellness, and talk about how they actually interrelate with each other and can create a better environment for you, create a better work environment for you, a life situation for you, particularly if you have your health and you can focus on generating your wealth. And I think we'd have a lot to have conversations about. If you're interested, hang around and get your friends and relatives on board. And so let's get underway. Thank you. Let's go.
This podcast is brought to you by Life Wave. Ready to elevate your wellness game? Meet X39 from lifewave.com. This game-changing patch uses phototherapy to stimulate your skin, enhancing strength and stamina by channeling your body's innate energy. Simply apply it to harness infrared heat, naturally boosting your vitality. Want to learn more? Visit www.lifewave.com/VernD and step into a healthier, more active lifestyle today.
I'll be darned. I am so excited and happy to be here today. It's just absolutely phenomenal. As you saw, my Light Wave X39 advertisement is affecting me greatly. I mean, I have the energy, I have the stamina, the pain issues that I started having when I started using this product have begun to reduce. And so I am so excited, but I'm also excited about reintroducing a product and an individual that we've spoken to before. But the product is our water machine. We've got a new X₂O water machine. And the last time we spoke, I had an individual by the name of Rudy Clai on the phone, on the show the last time. And we were talking about the products and services that we were using and the benefit that it had brought to him. And he and his wife, Patti, were both using the product and excited about using the product. As a matter of fact, that's the reason that I started using the product. So with that in mind, one of the things that we had talked about, and I've introduced this before, but some of you new folks might not know about it, is our water machine. And so I'm going to bring Rudy on, reintroduce him, and we're going to get and talk about that water machine. Rudy, good afternoon, good morning, or good evening, whatever it is. How you doing, buddy?
Beautiful. You look wonderful. You look happy. You look healthy. You look great.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And you look happy and healthy as well. And I know you moved to Arizona and got all that stuff taken care of. And the last time we talked, I said, come in from managing those cows and get on the phone and let's talk about it. But I also want to talk about your experience now that you've got the water machine. I want to talk to you about that experience and what we're doing. And also, the last time I forgot to mention to folks that you are an author too. So we'll talk about that as we go along as well. So before we get started, I want to reintroduce these folks to what we're going to talk about today, and that's X₂O. So here we go.
Okay. Well, we're going to talk about X₂O and we're going to talk about Life Wave. But first of all, we tell everybody we're not doctors and we're not prescribing anything or telling you anything on what you should do. What we tell you is what happened to us and what we see around us and how well it works. That's what we can do. And
all right.
So we got the X₂O machine. And the X₂O machine is amazing. It's amazing. It gives you energy. It's light-infused hydrogen water.
You know, Rudy, let me do this right quick. And I'm going to come back to your explanation. But I think I have a video there that I'd like to show. Let's see if we can get that started as well so we can reintroduce that product to these folks.
What if your water could do more than just hydrate? We drink water every day, yet 75% of us are chronically dehydrated. Why? It is the condition of our water. And what if it could support your energy, balance your body, and help you feel years younger, one glass at a time? Introducing the Life Wave X₂O water machine, the world's first photobiomodulation water device. A breakthrough in hydration that combines biochemistry and biophysics to produce water that's not just clean, but energized. This is the future of functional hydration. Most water filters remove contaminants, but X₂O goes further, much further. It filters, restructures, and infuses light into your water to increase cellular absorption and energy potential. The result? Water your body can actually use more effectively. Here's how it works. The patented technology infuses light in the water you drink. The treatment stage charges the water with hydrogen. The water is filtered through two separate stages, removing contaminants such as heavy metals, microplastics, PFOS, and PFOAs. This creates coherent water, water that promotes hydration at the cellular level. In early testing, 79 out of 80 users felt a shift within minutes. Thermal imaging, microscopy, and energy field scans all showed rapid changes. These results were measurable, and they were fast, within seconds. When your body is better hydrated at the cellular level, you think clearer, move better, and recover faster. This water supports your body's natural ability to restore, refresh, and renew itself without chemicals or stimulants. The Life Wave X₂O water machine will be available soon, exclusively for Life Wave brand partners. Want to be among the first to experience this new wave of wellness technology? Click the link or reach out to learn how to reserve yours today.
Oh my goodness, my goodness, my goodness. And I know it said it'll be available soon, but we've gone through, I guess, 4 or 5 iterations and been selling out every time they introduce it. And we've got another one coming as well. So I am so excited. Rudy, I'm going to let you go ahead and talk a little bit about it. I know we can't tell it cures anything, but I know that it's some of the things that I've seen and heard testimonials about what it does. And I'm really excited about hearing about how your experience has been with this water machine. So take it away, buddy. Take it away.
There you go. And they do sell out. They sell out in minutes, actually. Every time they go to get a new shipment in, within a couple hours, they sell out. Yeah. People really want these things. And we were excited when we got ours. We unpacked it and we're going to wait till the morning to drink it, but we're so excited that we drank it in the evening. And that kind of messed us up, as it kept us up all night with energy. It, kept us up, but we couldn't fall asleep. We were energized. We felt great within minutes. It actually happens. And what it does is it's light infused, and it creates your cells to absorb not only the water and hydration, but absorb nutrients and everything else around. A lot of people take vitamins, and a lot of vitamin companies aren't very well at having absorption levels. What people do is they take a vitamin, they actually poop out the whole vitamin. They never really absorb it. Right. So what this does, it causes your cells to absorb all the nutrients and to get the energy and to get your cells hydrated and feeling good. We love it. We drink it every day. They suggest that you drink it out of a glass container rather than a plastic container or a metal container, because the metal and the plastic absorbs bad things. Now, what it also does is takes out the plastics and things that are in our system. Now, people assume, well, you're only getting plastic from bottled water. Well, that's not true. You get it from the mayonnaise jar, you get it from the mustard container, from your ketchup bottle. Everything that has plastic in it, which is pretty much everything now. They got away from glass. Even the milk is in a plastic container when you buy milk, and you can buy orange juice, and you buy a lot of stuff. It's all plastic, and all those plastics go in your cells. Now, states like California, they ban plastic straws and things like that. Well, the plastic straws are something, but the plastic containers are even worse,
Right. I mean, I've sold and used alkaline water, and I know that's one of the things in terms of when you're talking about plastic and you're talking about the water, the pH in the water, and I've been understanding based on some of the information that I've seen here too, that it does produce a better hydrated water, 9.5, I think what the pH level is, but it helps you absorb whatever you're taking. If you're taking vitamins, like most of us do take vitamins, so it makes your vitamin intake more efficient, and in terms of the way that the thing cleans up the waters that, the drinking water out of the faucet. It helps clean that as well. I mean, it just makes it I guess it's almost perfect water, because our bodies run on light anyway. And that's why when you like to get out there in that light and do stuff, and you get that energy. And so when you can get light in your body, that's just, it's unbelievable, but we're doing it, and it's phenomenal. So I mean, I know you said you took it in the evening, and it created some issues because you had that energy. So what do you do in the morning now? How do you handle that now? So,
well, the first thing I do before I even have my morning coffee, Patty and I have our nice glass of water on an empty stomach, and it neutralizes, like you said, the pH too. And pH is very important because people don't realize that sickness, even cancer, cannot survive in a strong
alkaline body.
Alkaline body. When you're acidic, you get sick, and that's when you really get sick. That's when the cancers come in and things of that nature, and all the other illnesses. So this also neutralizes your pH. You feel better. You get that little boost of energy in the morning. We take our supplements afterwards, and then we have our cup of coffee. I still gotta have it. I had coffee all my life and stuff, but like you said, it does absorb your vitamins, and stuff. I took Flintstone vitamins all my life. Now I can stop a car with my feet. No, I'm kidding.
You're faster on your feet, and you can stop and blink it, right?
Yeah, just like the Flintstones. But no, I'm joking around. But it does give you a lot of energy. It does make you feel better. It at first, to be honest with you, I feel like you're going through a little detox too. Okay. You get all that bad stuff out of your system. You tend to go to the restroom a little bit more often after you start the water. After that, it neutralizes off, but it takes out all the bad toxins that are in your body, and you feel them sometimes. I did more than Patty did. In the detox and stuff like that, it went out. I was in the bathroom quite a bit, cleaning up and stuff. But I'll tell you, I feel good. I'm 68 years old. I do a lot of things, like you said. We moved to Arizona. There's cows and cattle roaming around and things like that. So
you got a lot of work with the cows and the cattle and the bushes and whatever, doing that thing. The other thing that I've seen in terms of me doing my research, and I haven't gotten a machine yet, but that's on in my plans to do so. But I mean, I get up and I do the cellularize, and I'm taking that morning and night as well. Take that on an empty stomach.
Sure.
Then I take my X39, and then and like I say, that my energy has been improving. I mean, things have just been feeling great. I got up this morning and almost running around, and I'm a little bit older than you are, maybe by quite a few years, but it just changes my whole atmosphere about how I feel and how I think about things. I mean, energy in my head. I mean, I got a couple of them. I'm doing the X39. I'm doing the Light Wave for the pain, and I've got one for glutathione. I'm starting that now in terms of the cellular. I have a hard time saying that one. But I have that too. But the other thing too, in terms of the metal and thing, even when I'm stirring my powder to do my drink, my cellularize, I'm trying to make sure that I've got the right container in that to make sure that I'm not doing anything for that, even though it's not necessary. But
Right.
I guess I'm thinking ahead for my water machine when I get that. So I'm looking forward to that.
Well, one thing we got to really stress at our age, and people don't really think about it, and I really stress it a lot. All right, if you're not feeling well, if you're tired and you're fatigued, you can't really do the things that you want to do in terms of not only your children but your grandchildren. They want to play with grandpa or grandma, and they want to do things, and you can't do it because you're tired, or you got to go sit down, and they want to play ball, or they want to run around the backyard, and you got to chase them, and you can't do it, and that's sad. That's sad.
Yeah.
A lot of people that you see also go on vacations, they go on cruises, they go to Europe or China or wherever they go, and they waited all their lives to see the Colosseum, but they can't stand in line because the Colosseum line is too long, so they can't see the Colosseum, or they can't see the Eiffel Tower, or do things. So they spend most of their time on their vacations in their rooms taking naps.
Yeah.
And so what I really stress all the time is if you're not healthy, you can't really do the things you enjoy. You can't you're not productive at work. You can't make money because you just don't feel like doing anything. You're just getting lazy. So we try to stay young. We try to play a lot, and we try to enjoy life as much as we can.
Yeah, I mean, and that makes perfect sense too, because I just went on a cruise to the Mexican Riviera, and being on that ship was huge. I went on. It was one of the Carnival lines, but it was one of the newer ships that wasn't built for Carnival, but it was built for a different market, and they converted it and moved it into this market, which was phenomenal. But that thing was huge, and I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to do the walking, to get back and forth to my meals and any entertainment, anything that I wanted to do. I've been taking my X39 and my Light Wave product and my cellularize, and I was able to walk that ship back and forth, and it wasn't an issue at all. And I love what I'm taking, and I'm love that it's the products are basically, I and everything I'm reading is basically helping your cells and turning those cells back to when you were a little bit younger, to make them, waking them up, because like I said, we're getting older. And the older we get, the less the cells activity are there. So it's awesome to have that. Awesome.
Sure. We have company coming over. You have entertain. A lot of people have company coming over for not only holidays or weekends or whatever, and they dread it because they said, "Oh, I'm so tired, and I got people coming over, and the kids are going to drive me crazy," and things like that. That said, you got to really try to enjoy the best times of your life and what we have left, and enjoy it with everyone around us and have a good time.
Absolutely. I'm going to come back and talk to you about your book as well, but I know Patti is sitting there someplace, and I'd like to talk to her about her experience with this machine as well. Hey, Patty. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whatever time it is. So
So,
yeah, I know you and I have spoken before about your use of the product, and so we have some things that we laughed about, but tell me about your experience with this machine as well.
okay, so it took me a little bit differently than Rudy. It took me 9 months, and I was able to put my autoimmune disease back in remission. My autoimmune disease attacked my lungs, my stomach. That's what it does. And now I'm happy to report today that it's all in remission.
Awesome,
Not
awesome.
only that, when I started drinking the water, I also use Celergize in the morning. And by the way, you're supposed to use a wooden spoon and not a metal spoon by mixing H2O and the
Th-
Celergize. Okay, wooden
yeah.
spoon. I our mutual friend Christina driven out here to see us, and she goes, "Oh my God, um, your wrinkles." I mean, not that I had a lot of wrinkles, but
Yeah, right.
I'm getting older too. She goes, "Oh my God," and her friend that was with goes, "I can't believe you don't have wrinkles." And I it's not what I was patching for my autoimmune disease, so it just fixes everything
Yeah,
basically. I hate to
yeah.
say that, but it kind of does. It knows where to fix what. Vision is better. My hair that I lost from 2021 from almost dying, and I was fighting for my life in the hospital. It has grown in the
All
past nine
right.
months.
Coming back.
All,
Okay.
all of this was like coming out in the shower, and look how long. Every month I got to cut it off. But when they said I didn't have wrinkles, I came home. I started like looking at myself, like I'm not conceited, but I'm like, wow, I gotta like, because they're talking about my skin. I have brown spots on my legs, like kind
Okay.
of like, I mean, they're pretty dark brown.
Yeah.
I should have taken pictures, but I didn't know it was going to do this. When I started drinking the water, and I'm always wearing my patches, it's going to be my lifestyle.
Yeah.
My brown spots are going away. And I
Awesome.
even
Awesome.
took pictures and I put it in our mutual messenger group. I showed you my leg. It's in there somewhere
Yeah.
that it's barely visible now. And I'm out in the sun here, because we have a lot of yard work. So you would think my brown spots would not be going away,
Right,
but they
right.
are. So my energy levels have changed. But because I have an autoimmune disease, I could have a day where when the weather is going to rain or the barometer changes, I get a little bit of a headache, and I
Yeah.
can get more fatigued than Rudy. I'm wearing the energy patches on those days. So
Awesome.
I don't wear them every day, but if I got to run around or I'm not going to be home for hours and hours, I will wear that. I have to say that it does work, even on me, who is always fighting against fatigue and brain fog and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
I think I have more clarity now, and I'm now, so now I have to say I am patching for my hot flashes because I'm at that age, and they are minimized. I'm following the patch book for
Okay.
menopause, and I will tell you they are so minimal now. I can't believe it. And you have to take certain supplements with the patches for menopause. They name the supplements in the book.
Okay.
And so sometimes you do still have to be on some supplements. It depends on your problem. But I patching for weight loss now because I have gotten too puffy from when I was in the hospital. They put me on prednisone and all this stuff, and it made me, I feel
Got
puffy.
it. Got
And
it.
so now I'm patching differently. So let's see what happens in the next 9 months because my body reacts slower to everything because of how sick I've been. And
Yeah. Oh
what
my goodness.
happened to me. Yeah.
Well,
So
I'm glad that it has been beneficial to you in that way. I know you and Rudy keep saying about your age and everything, and I know 60, 50, whatever, that's old for some people. But I'm like I say, I'm a little older than that. I mean, I'll be 80 this year. So I
you
mean,
don't even look like it.
oh, well, thank
You
you,
don't
thank you.
look like it.
You
You
know
never look like it. But
when
I
you
do
when you
notice something
go ahead.
different in you because we're your friend. I told him the other day on that phone call with you, I go, Werner is so energetic. I've never heard him so like lively. because you were tired and you were, pain brings out tiredness and fatigue. But I'm going to tell you what, and I'll say it again today, you look even more better, and I feel your energy.
Thank you. Thank you. To this. Well, I mean, this is awesome. I mean, because, since I'm old, I'm a little older as well. I was getting that wrinkly skin. You know how you hold up and you say, you look at your skin. Yeah, and I was sitting there the other day and I was looking at my arm. I was going, my wrinkle, the skin, it looks like it's filled in. I haven't been lifting weights or anything. I haven't gained any weight. These products are phenomenal. And that's why I tell people, not only can you get healthy from the product, but you can also earn income from the product as well. Yes. And that's a phenomenal thing. And that's why we were together from that perspective. And I'm loving you for doing this, for introducing me to this product. And I'm sorry that you had medical issues that brought it to you, but having this solution is awesome.
It's my journey. And I want to mention, when we take our patches off, we collar up our dogs, we staple them on the dogs, and the dogs are jumping on and off of the bed where they couldn't before, especially the one older dog. People use them on their goats and horses. And I'm drinking this water now after, like, all day long except at night. I'm drinking it all day long. It's not just one glass a day for me anymore. And I give the water to the dogs.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah. Awesome. I mean, I've seen some of the testimonials where, I mean, when the machine is producing the water, it gets enough for 2 glasses initially, then you have to wait that it processed and go through it again. And I know some people do the 1 glass in the morning, but I've seen some that say they drink it every few hours anyway because they feel so good.
I'm drinking it all day. I bring it. I don't drive around now without it. I put it in, even though it might not be as powerful, but it's still taking the microplastics out and all the bad entities that could be in water. So I'm drinking it all day long. The dogs are getting it. The skin tag on the dog, the older dog, it's like nothing. It's like a pinhead.
It's
it's really working. And our blood work, Rudy had posted his blood work, believe it or not, but we took his like date of birth out and all that. Yeah. The proof is in the blood work too.
That is absolutely phenomenal. Oh, and in terms of being able to have your water, I know they were talking about, if you put it in a clear glass and take it out, it's not going to last long at all. Since I'm an alkaline water seller before, and so I have a dark blue containers where it keeps the sun out and it keeps the efficacy of the water longer. So you might want to consider that in terms of glasses or containers.
I'm going to look that up because I thought our inventor said to put it in a clear glass. I thought there was a reason not to put it in the blue glass.
I've seen a couple of presentations since then. Yeah. I remember that because somebody was saying that they did it in a clear glass. So yeah.
So I'm going to look that up. We drink it out of clear, but do you want Rudy back here? He can
because we gotta talk about his book before we go, because we got a couple of minutes left. And so thank you so much, Patti. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
All right, but now that you're healthy and getting wealthy and wise and all that kind of stuff, you got words and things coming off your brain. So let's talk a little bit about I guess you got 2 books now, right?
Sure. Okay. One is called Games We Used to Play. And these are all the games that we played when we were kids, street games. Everything from hide and go seek to kick the can to, freeze tag and all of that stuff. And kids nowadays, they're on their computer, they're on their phone, and they're not outside playing. So I'm encouraging the parents and grandparents, bring your kids outside and play some games and really enjoy. We used to play, softball on the corner in Chicago. I used to have the sewers as our bases and things of that nature. And we had a lot of fun when we were out. When I was a kid, I'd be out until the street lights came on, and my mom used to come yelling for me and stuff. We're outside all the time. That's one book. And then the second book, as you know, I'm a chef and a restaurateur all my life.
Yes.
And I wrote a book called The Feast of the Seven Fishes, which is a book on seafood. And Italians, Italian Americans mostly, on Christmas Eve only eat seafood. And they have a feast that's called Seven Fishes. They make 7 different types of fish, and big feast on Christmas. So it's got all the recipes from all different types of fish, from even how to prepare eel and how to prepare sea urchins and how to prepare things that you usually don't see, at Walmart.
Well, very good, very good. I wanted to make sure that we got those that information in there because you are an author, and so people should take advantage of that. And where can you get your books now?
You can get your book, my books, on Amazon.
On Amazon, okay.
Yeah, just look my name up and you'll find them, and they come in every aspect from a hardcover to soft cover, and then you can also buy them in Kindle. So yeah, so people are buying the game book a lot because now that it's summer and people like to be outside and trying to encourage your kids to go out and play.
Right, and especially if they're taking these products and services that we're providing, they got that energy, so they need to get out there and burn that energy off. So it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. So with that in mind, we at the end of our show today, and I really appreciate you two being here. It's just been awesome. And like I say on all my other shows, I want you two to continue to be blessed and let you know also, we know that the best is yet to come. Have a blessed.
We're blessed to have you.
Yes. We love you.
Love you.
Love you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Voting is more than just a right, it's a powerful tool for change. Every vote counts and every voice matters. Voting protects your rights and helps to build a better future. And it's a way to hold our leaders accountable. Voting isn't just about the big elections either. Local elections impact our daily lives. It is important to study the candidates and the issues in order to make an informed decision. Don't sit it out. Your vote is your power. PR Connections Radio thanks you for watching this podcast. Check out more episodes of this show and our others at prconnectionsradio.com.